guys? Today's topic is a budget laptop. A friend of mine asked me what would be a good laptop for him just to do his schoolwork on. So as you can see, I'm being lazy today. I'm on the couch. I didn't feel like setting up my little spot over there with the nice lighting and all the other stuff. So just gonna have to do for today. But anyway, a good computer, a decent computer. You don't need an i7, especially just for classwork. You really don't even need an i5, but i5s are becoming like a standard now. So, and everybody wants to have a little extra juice in there. So we're just gonna go with the budget with an i5. Now, first thing, you could always find if you want to go really cheap, you can get a refurbished laptop. But a lot of people are skeptical about stuff like that. I know I don't like to buy my stuff refurbished. I like it brand new. But you got to remember you're on a budget. So with that in mind, that's why we're sticking with the i5. The easiest thing to do is just Google it and look at the prices and see, the good price. But if you're not sure about what's included in that price, like what you're getting for that price, there is, I would say to first off start with a decent brand. Like I try to stay away from Lenovo's. I personally don't know how well they function, but Lenovo's and Asus, it's just not my cup of tea. Cheaper, one of the better deals. HP, Dell, stay with those. Asus is nice, but when you're delving into Asus, they can get a little more expensive. There are some cheap ones out there though, but for a good, decent, normal, cheap one, HP or Dell. HP has a 15-inch touchscreen right now. i5 in it, 8 gigs of RAM, terabyte hard drive for about $500. You might be able to find it cheaper than that somewhere. So $500 is not bad for a brand new computer with touchscreen. Of course, it does have a HDMI, USB, and it also, if for some reason you need it, it still has the DVD, the disc optical drive in it. So I guess that could be useful if you still use discs for some reason. If you are wanting to upgrade and get an i7 for a budget i7 laptop, two words don't go together, budget and i7. But anyway, if you gotta have that i7, I know Best Buy has the HP Star Wars edition right now. It's got an i7. It's a 15-inch, 8 gigs of RAM, terabyte hard drive, and it's $800. Nowadays $800 is not that bad for a computer. I can't believe I'm saying that, but with all the other things out, like all the MacBooks being over $1,000, that don't even have the computing power that all these other brands do. But I guess you can say $800 is a good deal nowadays. So there's that, the HP, and then there's a Dell. Dell has the Inspiron, the 2-in-1. It's a 13-inch screen. It's also a touch screen. Now this one has 12 gigs of RAM. Don't know what you need that for, but it's there if you want it. And it has a 256 gig solid state drive. And in one of the previous videos, I discussed the differences between solid state and hard drive, which was better, which one you would probably prefer for what you're doing. In a laptop, personally, like a hard drive is fine for a stationary, like a desktop. But if you're gonna have a laptop, it's meant to be portable, and you're probably gonna do some bumping around with it. So I would probably go with a solid state drive in a laptop. So this one is a good deal. It's $800 also, but it has a solid state. Not as much space, 256 gigs, but you can always, nowadays there's, you have your online storage, your cloud storage. Like I use OneDrive for all of my classes. All my classwork, OneDrive goes on that. So, really the hard drive space, the drive space is becoming less and less of a factor. If you're going to use that space, and you can even go down even further, down to 100 and something gig solid state, whatever you prefer. But those are my choices for some really good laptops that aren't over that $1,000 mark like everything else is in the market. But and I will have the model numbers to those in the description if you want to look them up, check them out for yourself. And probably the best place to go do that in person, like if you want to check them out hands on, is to go to Best Buy, because like I said, one of them is a Best Buy special. They both might even be Best Buy special. But well, yeah, just go check those out. Let me know what you think.